How much has Ms. Heard paid directly to the ACLU?
That would be $350,000 paid directly.
New information has come to light regarding Heard's divorce from the Pirates of the Caribbean actor and what actually happened to the money from the divorce settlement that she vowed to donate. So what exactly is going on? Where is the settlement money that was to be donated? On June 29, 2020, Rolling Stone magazine learned that Depp's legal team sent the first of 6 subpoenas to the ACLU to hand over records regarding a $3.5 million donation reportedly made by Heard, but the organization repeatedly stonewalled Depp's team. This then forced the actor to petition a New York court to compel the nonprofit to turn over a cache of documents. That motion was successful, unleashing a torrent of exhibits and testimony that offers a stunning window into how a venerable nonprofit became deeply entwined with Heard and Musk. As you can recall, back in June of 2017, Heard had made only a single $350,000 payment to the ACLU.
How much has Ms. Heard paid directly to the ACLU?
That would be $350,000 paid directly,
which remains the only remittance to come directly from Heard to date. But luckily for her at the time, she was able to reel in a much bigger donor, Elon Musk, one of the world's richest men. Now, at this time, she had been dating Musk for about a year, just after her divorce from Depp. Rolling Stone reviewed an email exchange dated that same month between ACLU Executive Director Anthony Ramiro and Heard, in which Ramiro gushed, "Had a great meeting with Elon. Love that guy. Love you too." By 2018, the ACLU became even more enmeshed with Heard, who had accused Depp of domestic violence as their brief marriage was unraveling. The group approached the actress to write an op-ed about gender-based violence and suggested that she can interweave her personal story, saying how painful it is as a GBV survivor, an ACLU executive wrote in an email read in court. But according to testimony in the defamation trial, the ACLU wound up writing the op-ed and pitched it to the Washington Post, with a member of the communications team writing, "Wondering if we might interest you in a piece by Amber Heard, who, as you may recall, was beaten up during her brief marriage to Johnny Depp, on what the incoming Congress can do to help protect women in similar situations." It was a curious pitch, considering one of the organization's chief aims is to protect the right to due process. The ACLU's core belief is that people are innocent until proven guilty, and in 2018, these were allegations, not proof, said University of San Francisco School of Law professor Laura Bazelon, who recently addressed the ACLU's ties to the Heard-Depp case in an op-ed for The Atlantic. Bazelon then went to add, "For them to write to the Washington Post and say Amber Heard was beaten by Johnny Depp is convicting Johnny Depp before any court had. Their job is to presume innocence because that's what the Constitution requires. So these communications where they're going to bat for her seem wildly at odds with what they're supposed to be doing." According to court testimony, the ACLU worked with Heard to make sure the piece would coincide with the release of her film Aquaman and used legal resources to help Heard avoid future litigation with her ex-husband. On the day the story hit in December 2018, Heard announced via Twitter that she had been named an ACLU ambassador, writing, "The ACLU is the organization that first inspired me to become an activist, so I couldn't be more excited about our work to make sure women and girls can live free from violence and discrimination." At the time, critics were quick to suggest that the organization was making a shameless PR grab in its arrangement with Heard, but the ACLU countered that its involvement in the op-ed was merely to bring attention to the broader issue of sexual assault and the backlash survivors face when they speak out. But the question that many people are asking now is, did the ACLU go even further in helping Heard to fight Depp even after he filed his defamation suit against her in 2019? Well, this is where it gets interesting. Depp's attorney, Ben Chu, argued in court that the ACLU actively worked to cover up the fact that Heard never made good on her $3.5 million donation. They helped her lie about it, Chu said. And it's one thing, Your Honor, for her to stiff the ACLU, which frankly played a reprehensible role in this case. It's quite another for her to fail to honor her obligation to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles with sick and dying children, and that she failed to do as well. Terrence Doherty, General Counsel and Chief Operating Officer for the ACLU, testified in Virginia that Heard made a single donation of $350,000 in 2016.
That would be $350,000 paid directly.
And the organization submitted a thank you letter referring to that transaction, dated September 9, 2016. But even that figure, which represents only 10% of a reported gift, is shrouded in mystery. Rolling Stone magazine searched the 990 tax forms for the ACLU and the ACLU Foundation covering the period of April 1, 2016 through March 31, 2017, and found no donation matching that dollar figure. The organization responded by telling Rolling Stone that Heard's donation was made through a donor fund that would have kept her name out of its ledgers, and that the dollar figure could have been bundled with other donations. During his testimony, Doherty also renamed Heard's donation as a pledge and further said that the organization submitted an undated, unsigned pledge form to the court that it says was created in 2016. However, the pledge form seems suspicious since it was printed on a letterhead featuring the ACLU Centennial logo, raising the question whether it had been created more recently. Why would the Centennial logo be an issue? Well, it could be because the group marked its 100th year anniversary in 2020, while the alleged pledge was a form from 2016. After this error was spotted, a spokesperson for the organization jumped to the rescue, saying that the group had been using the logo in 2014 for fundraising purposes. Meanwhile, the ACLU continued to imply that the actress had fulfilled her $3.5 million donation. In fact, in a December 2018 story in The Hollywood Reporter, the ACLU's Director of Artist Engagement, Jessica Herman Weitz, told this reporter, "I don't think anyone would have looked differently at her if she kept the settlement money that was due to her, but she knew that money could do more for others than it could for her. What that money was able to do to help protect women and other gender-based violence victims will go a long way to make a difference for the people that we serve. That was my first interaction with her," which is pretty bold. It was not. I'll throw you a tweet. It was, "I'm putting my money where my mouth is." But upon intense investigation, the ACLU has finally revealed that Heard donated only $1.3 million, though most of that appears to have been made by Musk and $100,000 came via Depp. According to retrieved emails between Ramiro and Amber, the donation was made from a philanthropic fund used by anonymous wealthy donors. "We did get a $500,000 check from Vanguard Charitable on 6/9. If this is your gift, I'm guessing you want me to apply that amount to the overall pledge," Ramiro wrote. Heard responded, "Yes, sorry, was not meant to go through Vanguard. I'm back in LA to see E, and he said he had a great talk with you." For his part, Doherty also revealed that the $500,000 came from Musk's account.
There was a $350,000 payment that appears to be from a donor-advised fund at Fidelity,
and that an additional $350,000 made anonymously on Heard's behalf in 2018 also likely was made by the Tesla billionaire. He added that no payments have been made by the actress or on her behalf since. Heard's team declined to comment about why she testified in the UK trial that she had donated the full $7 million to charity, but a source close to the actress claims that she's been forced to spend $6 million of her own money defending herself against Depp's suits. Depp's spokesman called out Heard, saying, "Ms. Heard had the entirety of the divorce settlement in her possession for well over a year before Johnny began any legal proceedings against her. Within 5 minutes of receiving the funds, she could have written a check to support sick children at the CHLA and advance the cause of the ACLU, but she did neither, all the while publicly claiming it had already been done." So what do fans think about this revelation? They are angry, that's what. In short, Amber Heard is a fraud, and the ACLU was complicit in helping her lie to the world. They all wanted to step on Johnny Depp and use his name because they knew his celebrity would bring attention to them and increase their status, one fan wrote. Another added, "The most disturbing part for me is that they were in on it. Why cover for someone who claims they give you money when they didn't? Publicity? Worth more than money?" While a third fan wrote, "The word perjury keeps coming to mind, but now I would love to hear from you. Do you think this discovery by Rolling Stone could affect the defamation case? Let us know in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching."